Probiotics are becoming a staple in just about everyone's vitamin cabinet today. We use them for digestion and gut health as well as for our immune system. But the challenge we face today is not where to buy them, but which one to choose. So today I have here the national leading educator for Garden to Life products, Bruce Toppings. Bruce, thanks for being here today.
It is great to be here, and I am so excited to be talking about probiotics. It's my favorite category, been that way forever, since I started.
So Bruce, why is probiotics becoming such a big topic in our industry today?
Well, in a word, I think it's because everybody has major digestive problems. I think that we're faced with a lot of new threats that have never been around for previous generations. I'm talking about chlorine, I'm talking about bromine and fluorine, pesticides, fungicides, all the birth control pills. There's a lot of modern chemicals that are going in and kind of stripping away and sterilizing little niches of our intestine, and this allows a lot of bad critters to start growing. So probiotics, because everyone is dealing with gas and bloating and abdominal pain and lots of digestive upset, or they're just not getting enough nutrition out of their meals in general, probiotics are becoming one of the biggest and most sought after categories because they just offer so many benefits for digestive health and immune health and really psychological health, hormonal balance. There's a lot happening with probiotic research and how it plays out all over the body in ways that nobody knew even 5 years ago.
And even our medical system is saying most people are getting almost immune to antibiotics these days in many ways. So
right.
Probiotics are becoming even more important.
Yeah, there's all these super bugs that are out there now and becoming very, very resistant. And of course, a lot of people, after they go on antibiotics, they find that, boy, there's a lot of collateral damage and they're having major bowel upset, major abdominal pain or diarrhea after any type of regimen like that. Probiotics can really help with that kind of thing. And also, they kind of build the immune system up. Presumably, we want to build people up so they never get sick in the first place and hopefully never get one of those super bugs that's so resistant. So yeah.
And when my customers come into the store and they see 50 different probiotics on the shelf, whether they're taking an antibiotic or just got all these different symptoms going on, how do you help them choose which one's best for them?
Right. I look for sort of a suite of characteristics, not just about cell count, not just about a coating. I look for kind of all the players in the club in one formula. So I look for something that's high cell count. In other words, it should be over 50 billion cells. If you're buying a regular probiotic, you want to see at least 50 billion. That's what Metchnikoff, 100 years ago, the famous Eli Metchnikoff, Nobel Prize winner, found the Bulgarians were eating 50 billion cells a day back when they didn't have antibiotics and pesticides. So I think we need to shoot for 50 billion cells. I think we need that cultural diversity. We want enough strains. I think a lot of what's out there has 2, maybe 5 strains. Look for something with a couple of dozen or more, ideally. The more strains, the better, because they colonize in different areas and have different functions. I also like to look for one that is free of any garbage, no binders or fillers or tableting gums or glues, and I look for one that is shipped cold. So it's just making sure that you buy a product that they took care of all those aspects when they shipped it out and made sure it's really potent and still intact when you take the product.
But you said back then people were eating probiotics. So what food sources really have it? Is yogurt enough for probiotics?
Modern yogurt really, frankly, is not enough. I think modern yogurt, and this is different from traditional yogurt, if you make yogurt at home, it's not pasteurized and it has a lot more strains and it's generally a lot more sour. So when we talk about using cultured food, we got to understand that the authentic, the true versions are ones that generally aren't sold in stores, unless you're at Sunflower Shop or some really good health food store. Places like this will offer authentic cultured food, but for the most part, they're gone. Nobody's eating authentic sauerkraut, kimchi, cortito, miso soup, soy sauce. Modern soy sauce takes 2 days to make in a lab. The old version took 6 months. That's kind of the microcosm of what's happened to our industrial fermented food.
Bruce, you're a wealth of information. I really appreciate you being here today and discussing the topic of probiotics. It's such a big topic.
Thank you for having me. It is a huge topic and it's my favorite. So thank you for having me again. I really love to be here.
Thank you. So for more information about probiotics and which one is best for you, come see us at Sunflower Shop, where great health is just a way of life.